Hey guys, it's Jason here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the video. We've got the Kraton 6S EXB version 2 out. Now this is not the new one with the clipless design. This is the one before that. This is the truck that's given me a lot of issues. Breaks pretty much every single time I go out and run. I'm actually out today to run the LMT 2.0, but I thought I would grab the Kraton and see how we do, because we've been having such a great time with the Notorious. That thing's an absolute monster that I thought, hey, you know what? Let's just give this truck another try. Now, the other thing, we are rocking the IXSR today. I got it back from Spectrum. Everything is good to go now. Just kind of doing a few adjustments here. I absolutely love driving this truck. I just have had bad luck, guys, with the durability. So we're going to see how today goes. Again, the Notorious, guys, has been an absolute monster. Now I thought I would drive this first to kind of get my aggression and my launching and my big jumping out of the way before I get to the LMT 2.0. Just so that I kind of remember what I'm driving there. I've actually, guys, been looking at the new Kratons because I've had such good luck with the Notorious that, geez, that I'm considering just buying one of those, the non-EXB one. Really, I don't know. Sometimes you have to question all the aluminum and what does that change when it comes to the truck. Because again, the Notorious, guys, is an animal. The only thing I broke on that, I nut backed off of the stock shaft, and I did notice the other day actually that I broke one of the body mounts. Oh yeah, guys, this truck is so much fun to drive. All right, we're gonna start off, guys. We are going to take it easy on the jumps. I'd love to get through a pack. I feel like I've definitely something must have stripped a little bit, maybe a turnbuckle or like the rod end, because my steering's a little off from what I just set. But no, I'm running, guys, a new pack, Gens Ace. I think it's a 5600 milliamp. It's their new Sport Pack 6S, 80C discharge rate. It's a little lighter than the big 6800s I usually run. Now, I love the 6800s. I just thought I would try this pack out. I got this for my Vita Bouncer. Get myself a runway set up here. That's not how I wanted to do that. Oh, come on. Now this is usually when I would stay down here, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm gonna keep going from up here. I have better luck from standing up here when I'm trying to hit the ramp. Again, guys, I'm just gonna do some nice simple jumps today. I'd like to get through a pack. Nice. Yeah. Oh, come on. I should say, guys, we're still pretty mushy out here. The ground has not completely dried up from the winter. And we've also been getting a ton of rain lately. Yeah. That's awful. Nice. Oh, that was a bad landing. I think I have a connector hanging out. Yep. Now the one thing, guys, I keep forgetting to do is put a fan back on this. So originally at one point I'd removed the stock fan. I went with a different fan mount from KCRC, but I ended up using that mount on something that needed it a lot more. So I've gone back just to the Kraton kind of Arrma heatsink, but I still haven't put a fan on it. Now you can see from my finger, it's not all that bad. Motor's got a little bit of heat, so we'll probably, and I'm also running, guys, I think it's a 15 tooth pinion, so we are also geared up a little bit higher. So it's something I got to remember to add when I get home today, is to throw a fan on this truck for the next time I'm out. Now one thing, guys, I got to say is definitely warming up to the IXSR. Now that I've got the heavy duty spring into it, this thing feels night and day compared to what it was when I first started using it. Yeah, nice. Oh, that was bad. I often wonder sometimes if it's just the tires, because I've been out a lot lately running the Method Geoforms. And those are my favorite tire. And I almost was going to switch it over this morning, but I don't know, I was lazy and I was excited to get out. Wow, why does it keep landing? I don't know if you guys see that, but it just constantly seems to take off and go on like an angle in the air, which makes the landings horrible. And again, when I'm running the Notorious, I do not have that problem at all. We're good. Thought I saw something a little wonky there. Oh, jeez. That was awful. I don't know why, guys. I'm having a hard time lining up this ramp today. You know, it's funny, guys, I know this is a different truck than the Notorious, but let's face it, it's just a longer chassis where the Notorious is shorter. But I don't know, these trucks, it's weird. Oh guys, there's something wrong. I think maybe a differential. Oh yeah. Let's see what we did. Oh, we're missing a rear dog bone right here. All right guys, we've got the Kraton home. It's back on the bench. It's all cleaned up. We've got some parts in front of us. Once again, I broke the Kraton. I broke a rear arm. That's no shocker. I do it every single time I run this truck. However, after watching back the video, guys, after editing it, putting everything together, you can see that I emphasized a lot of what was going wrong. I emphasized some bad landings. I zoomed in, I slow-moed, I do everything I could. And so I've got to own up, guys, to a lot of it. But the problem I have with that is a lot of it seems to stem from when I'm leaving the ramp. And it's just the whole experience of how the truck is in the air, everything. Which is starting to make me think that there's a good chance that maybe it's just my tires, my foams, maybe the foams inside those tires are starting to deteriorate and it's just making everything wonky. I feel them, they don't feel all that bad, but I drive other trucks. I drive the limited edition Kagama, I drive my Notorious, I drive my Sledge, and I don't have those problems. So I'm gonna end the video, guys, showing you what's going on. Over here, Scorched RC titanium chassis. I've always wanted this. I've always wanted these chassis. This one I've now had sitting around for over a year because every time I want to work on the truck, it's usually broken in another way. But this is going to be going on. Now this will probably be a separate video just because I want to be able to kind of weigh the differences and just kind of look at the two of them. But I should add, this is not a plug for Scorched RC. Even though they have great parts, they are titanium. You don't really need titanium on an RC. It's just freaking cool to have it. Their business kind of practices and the way they run, really bad. Long story short, guys, when I was buying the turnbuckles, I emailed and messaged multiple times to make sure that I was getting the ones for this truck, that I was getting the ones for the newer Kraton EXB, because these have the beefier rod ends on them. And every single time it was, yes, these are the newest ones, these are the newest ones, these are the newest ones. I get them, they're not. They're for the old ones. That's why you can see up here, maybe you can't. I've got the smaller rod ends on because these were from an older Kraton. And what I think happened was they wanted to sell out their stock they had on their older turnbuckles. So they were just basically saying, yeah, these are the ones you need. Because if you go to their website now, they have the proper ones. So unfortunately, I bought these even though after countless messages of them confirming they were the right ones, they were actually the wrong ones. Whatever. So I didn't really like that, guys. I found that really bad practice of doing business with somebody. So the parts that I have from Scorched RC, I'm going to keep, but I won't be buying any more. Now, right here, hopefully, guys, this is the, I don't know what's the term, saving grace. I don't even know if that makes sense, but this is from M2C. This is going to replace my C&D blocks. It's going to replace my hinge pins with a lot better quality steel, better quality aluminum, because I don't know if the problem, guys, I'm having back here is, am I breaking the arm and then bending a hinge pin in that process, or have I bent the hinge pin and as the hinge pin breaks, I'm breaking the arm? That I don't know. Now, again, guys, my driving, my landing, all that stuff is part of it too, but based on my experience with other trucks that don't seem to keep breaking rear arms, we've got to put some of the blame on the Kraton. Now, what we're going to do is, like I mentioned, guys, probably one of the first things I'm going to do is I'll have a video just upgrading the chassis, kind of comparing the two. Then we are going to install the M2C kit. We'll replace the arm with a stock arm this time around. I do have the RPM ones. I just, from a lot of the things I've read and seen in videos, it seems like these are still actually better than the RPM ones, but we have the RPM ones if we need to. And then we're going to get, guys, back out with the Kraton. You know, the Kraton, guys, has a great reputation. I've had fantastic Kratons in the past. My original EXB, the roller, was an absolute tank. This one, you know, guys, just seems to, it has its issues. So chassis, M2C upgrade, as well as, guys, the biggest one will probably be getting rid of the stock tires for now. Again, guys, maybe it's the foams. I don't know. They feel fine when I'm kind of squeezing them, but we'll go out on the Geoforms. The Method RC Geoforms, they're pretty much, guys, my favorite tire for running. They're belted, but they still allow you to do tricks and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to see where this truck is at, because at that point, I don't really think there's much more we can do. This has the Scorched RC titanium turnbuckles, Scorched RC Ackerman plate, guys. We've got the KCRC front and rear shock towers, the braces. We're going to have the chassis. We're going to have the M2C stuff. We got Garage Life RC guards, Garage Life RC wing mount, wheelie bar wheels. You know, this thing is solid. I don't feel like it's overbuilt in any way either. It's not like we've added crazy weight. You know, I'm not really into the whole, I know M2C has a lot of really cool kits. You know, they've got their beefaroni kits and stuff that allow you to do super upgrades, and, you know, you buy it all at once. But that adds a lot of weight to a truck. And Kratons in the past, at least for me, guys, they never needed that, you know. Yeah, you might want a better chassis. To be fair, the 7075 that Arrma uses isn't always the greatest. But for the most part, the rest of the truck, guys, is spot on. So once again, why am I having such a problem with the back of my truck? Why am I having such a problem with the rear arms? I don't know. Between this, between changing the tires, those are the kind of the two big things, guys, is the tires and then adding this kit. We should get rid of that. All right, guys, that is it. That is all. We are going to get this truck figured out because it is a great handling truck. The stock electronics are fantastic. You don't need more power. I've got a 15-tooth pinion in it, which helped out a little bit. But overall, guys, even on the 13th, it's a very quick truck. It's a lot of fun to drive. It looks great. We've got those stock aluminum diff housings. We've got all the KCRC parts, the Scorched RC parts. We've got the Scorched RC titanium Ackerman plate, if you guys can see down here. So this is a good truck. We just need to figure out that rear end and get that issue fixed. And that might be, guys, like I mentioned, it could be tires, it could be in the foams, it could be everything. But we're going to figure it out. But on that note, guys, that's it. That's all. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe and have a fantastic day.